On this 36th day reading of Sri Viveka Chudamani, we try to cover two topics. The first topic for today is called Atma Drushti. Atma Drushti is continuous sticking onto the Atma. So after yesterday's topic was the meditation technique. Now today's topic is continuous attention to self, Atma Drishti. Vishuddham antakaranam swarupe nivesya sakshinyavabodhamatre sanair nischalatamupanayan purnattvamevanu vilokayet tataha. Vishuddham antakaranam avabodhamatre. So having purified the antakarana, internal instrument, avabodhamatre, only the jnana swarupa, sakshini, in the witness, swarupe, in that form, nivesya, being established, senehi, slowly, nischalatam upanayan, unwavering state, attain, to or try to be there. Tataha purnatvameva anuvilokayet. After that, see only the fullness. Purnatvameva anuvilokayet. Just like after removing the mirror, reflecting agent, only the bimba will remain. No pratibimba. There is no reflection. Having controlled all the vrittis, what is left is the original. So that is the Brahma. Drehendriya pranamano ahamadibhihi swajnana klaptair akhilair upadibhihi vimuktam atmanam akhanda rupam purnam mahakasamivavalokayan. He uses the word called mahakasa, the great space, or the space which is not limited by anything, but by putting a pot as if it looks like there is a space within the pot, outside the pot. So Dehendriya Manopranamaha Ahamadibhi, all these bodies, all these different koshas, or all these pots, or all these stilches, all these enclosing things, as if they are enclosing the space. Swagnana klaptai rakhilaihi, all are created from the own ignorance. They are all the upadhis. They are becoming the upadhi, are the forms which are used to imagine stuff, upadhis. Vimuktam atmanam akhanda rupam, all having freed the atma from all these things. Purnam mahakasam evalakayam, like it is a complete ever-filled mahakasam, like avalokayet. So there is nothing, no additional explanation to be given for this sloka. Ghata kalasa kusula suchimukhyai gaganamupādhisatair vimuktamekam bhavatina vividham tadhaiva suddham paramahamadi vimuktam ekameva. Ghata kalasa kusula suchimukhyai, smaller and bigger pots and everything, small, all these what indicates different thing. Upadhisataihi, they are all the different upadhis. So because of that, the gaganam ekam, so space is same, but being we can say this is a big wapi, because this is a big abyss and this is a big mountain, or the bigger and smaller, we can say this is only a edge and end of a pin and whatever it is. So in all the places, this is the same akasha. Vividham, it is not different. Space is not different in all these things. If we remove that upadhi, which we are indicating something as, ahamadi vimuktam shuddham param ahamadi vimuktam Ekameva. So space is always space, that is one alone. ब्रह्माद्या स्तंभपर्यन्ता मृषामात्रा उपाधयः ततः पूर्णं स्वमात्मानं पश्येदेकात्मना स्थितम्. Having established in that ekatmana sthitam, right from Brahma to the stambha paryanta, blade of grass. So the biggest creator to the smallest life form of a blade of grass. In all these upadhis, mrushamatra upadhayaha, they are only imagined upadhis for the Brahman. So Brahman is not being limited by any of these upadhis. So yatra bhrantya kalpitam yadviveke tattanmatram naiva tasmad vibhinnam bhranternaase bhranti drushta hitatvam rajjus tasmad visvamatma swarupam. Yadi yatra, whatever, wherever, bhrantya kalpitam is created due to the delusion, tat viveke tanmatram bhavati. So that will become its adhisthana only, having discriminated the form away from its pure existence. Adhisthana, it will become only the basis of it. Tasmat vibhinnam naiva. Never it is distinct from the adhisthana. So once we understood the snake as not snake, it is only a rope, then everything what is seen will go away. In the same way, adhata adesho neti neti. So we have to remove the bhranti. That is the way to continuously give the attention to the self. Swayam Brahma, Swayam Vishnu, Swayam Indra, Swayam Shiva, Swayam Vishwamidam Sarvam. Swasmad Anyan Nakinchana. That alone, that Atma alone, Brahma, that alone, Vishnu, that alone, Indra, that alone, Shiva, that alone, that alone, this, that alone, everything, that alone, Vishwam, that alone, Swasmat, that different from that, Anyat Kinchit Navidyate, there is nothing different from that exists ever. Antaswayam chapi, bhayam swayam cha, swayam purastat, swayameva paschat, swayam hya vyachyam, swayam apyudichyam, tadhoparishtat, swayam apyadhastat. So inside is that, outside is that. Prastat, east is that, west is that, right is that, left is that, bottom is that, top is that. Everything is that, all the 6 directions, how it is front, back, right, left, below and above, all these things are covered, that alone. Taranga pena brahma budbudhadi sarvam surupena jalam yatha tadha chideva dehadyamhamantame tat sarvam chidevaikarasam vishuddham. Everything is Sat only. Taranga, Pena, what is seen as wave, what is seen as Furat, what is seen as Budbuda, what is seen as bubbles, all those things. It is nothing but the water. So, Chideva Dehadyahamantame Tat. So, Chit alone is that. So, Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam, Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. That is the Shruti saying. Sadevedam sarvam jagadavagatam vangmanasayoho satonyanyastiyeva prakriti parasimni stitavataha pradhakyam rusnayaha kalasa ghata kumbhadyavagatam vadatyesha bhrantyastvahamihi mayamadhiraya. Idam sarvam, all this jagat, vangmanasayoho, created of forms and names. Vak, all the names. Manas, all the ideas. Names and ideas are creating all this world. Avagatam, Prakriti Parasimni, someone who has crossed over this Prakriti, who has reached the other shore of the Prakriti. Prakriti Parasimni, Stitavataha, one who has established there. Sataha anyat nastyeva. There is nothing different from the existent Sat. Avagatam kalasa ghata kumbhadi. Like kalasa, small, ghata, little, big, kumbha, much bigger, pot and pitcher and small mug and mnutsnaya pradhak kim. It is not different from the mud. Maya Madriya, having drunken Maya Madiraya, Bhrantaha, one who is roaming around in this, Tvam Aham Iti is differentiating you and I, etc. Kriya samabhiharena yatra nanyaditi srutihi braviti dvaitarahityam midhyadhyasa nivruttaye. So Shruti is taking, Sankara is taking example. Yatra nanyat pasyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijanati, sabhuma. That's Shruti. So what it is saying, there is nothing seen, nothing other heard, nothing other known there. That is the Bhuma, that is the biggest, that is the supreme. So taking that Dvaitarahityam, there is nothing else, there is only one. That is what is the abhasa, no abhasa, no projection, such place. Akasavan nirmala nirvikalpa nissima nishpandana nirvikaram antarbhahishshunyam mananyam madvayam swayam parambrahma kimasti bodhyam. Parambrahma akasavat nirmalam, like space. It is ever pure. Akasavat nirmalam, nishpandanam, nirvikaram, never vibrating, never transforming, never moving. Antah pahischurnyam, it cannot be divided as inside and out. Everything else, all the objects can have inside and out, but this is no inside, no out. Swayam, it is swatasiddham. It is it will not be known by another perception of it. It is there. Bodhyam, it is not known by a secondary perception. Kimasti, there is nothing. Vaktavyam kimu vidyate atra bahudha brahmaiva jeva swayam brahmai tad jagadaparanu sakalam brahmadvitiyam srute brahmavahamiti prabuddhamateha santyakta bahyah sputam brahmi bhuya vasanti santata chidanandatma naivadhruvam. So in the chidanandatma, atra, all these different ways it has been vaktavyam, have been told. So Srute, by the Shruti, taking Shruti as Pramana, there is no need to keep saying about this again and again. So Sankara as a guru is telling the Sishya, all this teaching is being done, but the teaching is no need to be repeated again and again. It is there, it is dhruvam, it is eternally there like space. Jahi malamaya kose ahandhiyotha pitasyam prasabha manila kalpe lingadeha api paschat negamagadita kirtim nityam anandamurtim swayamiti parichiya brahmarupena tishtha. So malamaya kose, filled with impurities, malamaya kose, all these kosas, ahandhiya, keeping a attitude of this is I am, uthapita asyam, by thereby establishing the desires, asyam, prasabham jahi, by forcefully kill that, remove, paschat, anilakalpe, like air, lingadehepi, in the lingadeha also, give up the desire. Negamagadita murtim, what is Vedas saying? What is Upanishads saying? Nityam ananda murtim, which is eternal bliss. Swayamiti, understanding that only is the self. Parichiya, having established in that thought, having established, not even thought, having established in that fact, having decided thus. Parichiya, nischaya, you completely get convinced about that fact. Brahmarupena tishta, be established in that form alone. शवाकारं यावद् भजति मनुजस्तावदसुषिः परेभ्यः स्यात् क्लेशो जननमरणव्याधिनिरया यदात्मानं शुद्धं कलयति शिवाकारमचलं तदा तेभ्यो मुक्तो भवति हि तथाह श्रुतिरपि. मनुजः, the person, the seeker, the person, yavat sevakaram, as long as taking the corpse kind of on the sthola deha, tadatnya buddhi, so he gets on to this body I am, bhajati, as long as he continues to hold on to that, tavat asuchihi, all that long he will be asuchihi, he is not pure, he is impure. When he is holding on to a impure thing as the self, he will be impure alone. Parebhyaha kleshaha syat. So he will be causing the klesha, dukkha to others as well. Janana marana vyadhinirayaha, birth, death, vyadhi, and the hell, tada, atmanam, shuddham, sivakaram, achalam, kalayati. So having gone through all those cycles, yada, when atmanam shuddham, having understood the self as pure, shuddham, sivakaram, it is of auspicious nature, achalam, which is not moving, kalayati, he understood, one having understood this, tada tebhyaha, then only from these all impurities muktaha bhavati. Shrutirapi tat aha hi. Shruti is also saying this only, no? So Shankara is asking a question. With this rhetoric question, Shankara completes the topic of continuous connection, continuous attention to the self. Then Shankara goes on to explaining a prapancha badha, means again prapancha is fivefold panchikruta mahabhutas. It appears as the gross world. So it is that is no reality. So that is what he is trying to establish again, to keep that what is taking the attention from the self is the prapancha. So swatman nyaropita sesha भासवस्तु निरासतः स्वयमेव परम ब्रह्म पूर्वमद्मयम् अक्रियम्. So swatmani aropita ajnana asesha abhasa projections virasataha, by taking the shruti as pramana, purnam advayam, you is that as akriyam, so which is full, which is ever full, which is non-dual, which is non-active, means it has nothing to act actually. Samahitayam satichittavruttau paratmani brahmani nirvikalpe na drusyate kaschidayam vikalpaha prajalpamatraha parisishyate tataha. So paratmani brahmani chittavruttauhu samahitayam ayam vikalpaha kaschidapi na drusyate. There is no vikalpaha, nirvikalpaha. So he gives a few slokas from here. Nirvikare, nirakare, nirvisheshe, bhidakutaha. Asatkalpo vikalpoyam viswamityeka vastuni nirvikare, nirakare, nirvisheshe, bhidakutaha. So asatkalpo vikalpoyam. All these projections are non-real. Viswamityeka vastuni. In Vishwa, that is also vastu. In that one vastu, Vishwa is being projected. Nirakare, nirvikare, nirvisheshe, bhidakutaha. दृष्टदृश्यन दृश्याभिः भावशून्यैक वस्तुनिः निर्विकारे निराकारे निर्विशेषे भेदाकुतः. Seen, seer and seeing, these three are being projected in that Ekavastu, Nirvikare, how is it possible? Kalparnava ivatyantaha paripurnaika vastuni nirvikare, nirakare, nirvisheshe bhidakutaha. So, Kalparnave Iva, even in the Pralaya Kala, Paripurnaika Vastuni, everything is merged in it, it is still there. Even after merging, nothing that won't merge anywhere. Tejasiva Tamo Yatra Vilenam Bhrantikaranam Advitiye Paretatve Nirviseshe Bhedakutaha. Tamaha. Tejasiva, it is ever effulgent, ever bright. In that, how there will be something called tamas, how there will be darkness in something which is bright by nature. In that nothing comes. Ekatmake paretatve bhedavarta kadam bhavet sushupto sukamatrayam bhedak kenavalokitaha. He takes an example of deep sleep. In the deep sleep, in the ekatmane, there is only one thing. In the deep sleep, there is nothing, no difference. Bhedakkataha, where is the difference in the deep sleep? So, a daily experience. न ह्यस्ति विश्वं परतत्त्वबोधात् सदात्मनि ब्रह्मणि निर्विकल्पे कालत्रयेनाप्यतिरीक्षितो गुणे सह्यम्बु बिन्दुर्मुगतृष्णिकायाम्. As you never find even a droplet of water in the mirage, in the same way, the Vishwam is not found in the Brahma's Paratattva. It is only projected in the individual ignorance. Mayamatramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha iti brute sutis sakshat sushuptav anubhuyate. So he takes again Mayamatramidam dvaitam. All this is delusory distinction. Advaitam paramarthataha. In the supreme, there is only one. Iti brute sruti sakshat. Sruti is saying this only. There are several Shrutis which say this. It is not the one thing. Kathopanishad 4.11, Brahadaranyukopanishad 2.4.14, Mundakopanishad 2.2.11, Chandogyopanishad 4.14, and Mandukya Karika in 1.1. In the introduction itself, it has been told and repeatedly mentioned. Sushupta vanubhuyate. So the example is Sushupti. In the deep sleep, you are experiencing on a daily basis. Ananyatvam adhishtanad aropyasya nirikshitam panditai rajju sarpadau vikalpo bhranti jivanaha. Aropyasya, only the aropana, means only the projection or only the assumption. Adhishtanat, on the adhishtana assumed. Ananyatvam. So by covering Rajju Sarpadau, just like our Rajju Sarpa, means snake and rope. Panditai Nirikshitam, all the Panditas have seen it, they have discussed about it, they have completely interrogated into it, and finally Vikalpaha Bhranti Jivanaha. So all the Vikalpa, all this projection is only Bhranti Jivanaha. Bhedajnanaha, whatever is distinctive knowledge, is only exists as long as the Aropana is there, as long as the assumption assumed to be real. Once the assumption is removed, the Adhisthana is one alone, it has no distinctions. With this sloka, this is 407th sloka, we come to this end of this Prapancha Badha, or there is no plurality in the Prapancha. So every time we establish one and we condemn many. This is the process Sankara takes in his teaching of Sri Viveka Chudamani. Swasti.